Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Senator Elizabeth Warren clashed with one another on Twitter after the senator called on the billionaire chief executive to pay more taxes. Following the naming of Elon Musk as Time Magazine's Person of the Year, he and Elizabeth Warren, who's the senator from Massachusetts, got into a feud on Twitter, with the senator stating that the Tesla CEO should pay his fair share in taxes. The Tesla founder and mega billionaire Elon Musk responded and also exposed Senator Warren's hypocrisy. Having taunted Bernie Sanders in November after the socialist senator spewed his standard pay your fair share diatribe, Elon Musk has cranked up the progressive punishment amplifier with a jab at none other than Senator Elizabeth Warren. Senator Warren tweeted saying, "Let's change the rigged tax code so the person of the year will actually pay taxes and stop freeloading off everyone else," with a link to an article about Musk's person of the year achievement. This sharp barb did not go well with the Tesla CEO and SpaceX founder. He shot a series of tweets defending his tax payments. And if you open your eyes for 2 seconds, you'd realize I will pay more taxes than any American in history this year. Don't spend it all at once. Oh wait, you already did. Stop projecting, Musk wrote, including a link to a 2019 Fox News opinion piece, Elizabeth Warren is a fraud. Her lies about being Native American disqualify her from presidency, Senate. He followed up, "You remind me of when I was a kid and my friend's angry mom would just randomly yell at everybody for no reason. Please don't call the manager on me, Senator Karen." Also, Elon Musk has confirmed on Twitter that his 2021 tax bill will be around $11 billion thanks to his sale of Tesla stock this year. This amount may not be enough to satisfy the CEO's staunchest critics, but $11 billion is no joke. It does equate, after all, to Elon Musk paying over $1.5 million worth of taxes for every day since he became a U.S. citizen in 2002. Musk's estimates for his 2021 taxes is in line with expectations from agencies such as CNBC, which noted that the CEO had already paid $7 billion in state and federal taxes this year, with about $5 billion more expected to be paid by January 1st, 2022. The news agency noted that the figures could represent the single largest tax bill ever, thanks in part to Musk's combined tax rate of 53%.
Yeah, David, let's set aside the name calling and look at what that numbers actually tell us, which is, in fact, that Elon Musk is set to pay the single largest tax bill ever this year. He's already paid about $7 billion in taxes, both to the IRS and the state of California. He's going to pay another $5 billion or so by the end of the year, bringing his total this year to $12 billion. Now, the reason he's paying so much is not that he wants to, but because he has to. He's got that options package worth over $25 billion. That expires in August. Now, he wants to avoid potentially higher rates next year. So to exercise those options, he has to pay the taxes now. Now, he'll pay a combined rate of over 53% since those options are taxed as income both in the federal and California level. He also sold about $6 billion in stock for his pocket. He's going to pay capital gains tax on that of about $1 billion.
Musk, who's poised to pay more than $10 billion in taxes this year for selling 10% of his Tesla holdings, has spoken out how he believes billionaires should be taxed. During his appearance at the Wall Street Journal CEO Council Summit, Musk explained that his marginal tax rate is actually pretty high, about 53% in fact, and this, following Musk's sell-off of some of his Tesla shares, would result in the CEO paying a record amount of $15 billion worth of taxes this year. Musk also expressed some criticism of the government's skills in capital allocation.
I mean, first of all, I pay a lot of tax. I mean, my marginal tax rate is like 53%. So that's not trivial. And then obviously there's like, asset-based taxes, the sales tax, and everything else. There's also the estate tax. I think the estate tax is a good tax. Like if you think of assets beyond a certain level that are far beyond, let's say, somebody's ability to consume, then at a certain point, really what you're doing is capital allocation. So it's not money for personal expenditures. What you're doing is capital allocation. And it does not make sense to take the job of capital allocation away from people who have demonstrated great skill in capital allocation and give it to an entity that has demonstrated very poor skill in capital allocation, which is the government. You can think of the government essentially as a corporation in the limit. The government is simply the biggest corporation with a monopoly on violence, and where you have no recourse.
Musk currently stands as the richest person in the world, with the CEO being listed with a net worth of $254 billion, $97.6 billion of which was added year to date as per data from the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. This increase was primarily driven by the rise of Tesla, which has become a trillion-dollar company that made electric vehicles mainstream. Musk, through his numerous ventures, also employs about 100,000 workers across the globe, allowing his companies to provide jobs to those who are qualified regardless of whether they have a college or even a high school degree or not. Warren's not the first senator to find herself on the receiving end of backlash from Musk. In November, Musk responded on Twitter to Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders' demands that the wealthy pay their fair share, writing, "I keep forgetting that you're still alive." The tweet came in response to Sanders saying on Twitter, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." The DC Patriot on Wednesday tweeted a video of Warren getting off a small jet with the caption, "This is the person talking about Elon Musk paying his fair share of taxes as she and her entourage deplane from their private jet while sticking up for the little guy. Elon's paying $15 billion in taxes. Lizzie paid $5K on her $12 million. Musk commented a series of tweets on the video. "Interesting. What a hypocrite. Explain yourself." Here's the video. Is that her jet, or is she freeloading off someone? The best part of this is when she realizes there's a camera and she rushes to hide behind an aide. It's like a 6-year-old that realizes they've done something wrong and try to avoid eye contact with their parents. Musk pointed out that and tweeted, "Sneaky but ineffective, like the rest of what she does." After all, this Senator Warren is asking for donations and spending millions of dollars on ads attacking Elon Musk. Why is she spending millions of dollars on ads attacking Elon Musk? Wouldn't that money be better spent on feeding and clothing the poor and homeless? Whereas Elon, who'll pay more taxes than any American this year, yet she's asking for donations to promote 100% clean energy, calling Elon a freeloader. Elon Musk made going green mainstream. Solar, EVs, batteries, reusable rockets. Here's another video where Bernie called her a liar.
I think you called me a liar on national TV.
What?
I think you called me a liar on national TV.
Let's not do it right now. You want to have that discussion, we'll have that discussion. You called me, you told me. All right, let's not do it now.
I don't want to get in the middle. I just want to say hi, Bernie.
Yeah, good. Okay.
It's like Bernie saying, "Hey, we're both liars, but let's not expose ourselves on live TV." Also, the sad part is Elon Musk may be paying an estimated $15 billion in taxes this year due to his massive sale of part of his Tesla holdings, but his contributions to the U.S. government may end up supporting the fossil fuel industry. Considering that Tesla exists to help accelerate the world's transition away from fossil fuels, one could argue that the situation is quite an example of fate-loving irony. As per a report from the Environmental and Energy Study Institute, direct subsidies to the fossil fuel industry in the United States amount to a whopping $20 billion per year, about 80% of which goes towards oil and gas. The remaining 20% is allocated for coal. While already notable, the Institute highlighted that its $20 billion per year estimate is actually conservative. Thanks for watching. Until next time.